One of Lake Forest Graduate School of Management's distinguishing characteristics and a critical element of our educational model is our practitioner faculty. Our faculty is comprised of business professionals with a desire to contribute to the next generation of business leaders, and they have the experience necessary to make a real difference. We applaud them for their commitment. And each year, the graduating class selects one member of the faculty to honor with the Distinguished Faculty Award. The students nominate faculty members who inspire and motivate them, who are committed to academic excellence, demonstrate intellectual rigor, and show a contagious enthusiasm for their subject and demonstrate integrity in student relations. This year's distinguished faculty member has been a part of our faculty since 2004. To present the award is one of this year's graduates and one of our distinguished faculty members' students, Jack Cantwell.
Thank you, John. Good morning. It is my distinct privilege to announce the recipient of our Distinguished Faculty Award. As our class made our final selections for the Distinguished Faculty Award, the name of each faculty candidate triggered a journey of the impact they have had on our professional and personal lives. It is extraordinary how each faculty member refined our view of business, culture, and problem solving in only 10 short weeks. We may eventually lose our recall of a few formulas and equations. Perhaps some of us have already forgotten the words to Jabberwocky. But we will remember our faculty members' quotes. Good is the enemy of great. Do unto others as they would like to be treated. Talent is not skill. And to focus on the vital few. And we will never forget the character, professional guidance, and personal humility of each faculty member we experienced. Our Distinguished Faculty Award recipient has uniquely weaved these qualities into many of our lives. Here are just a few quotes from our recipient. I am not here to meet your expectations, but to supersede them. Language is the software of the mind. The most important question is when. Don't get bogged down with numbers. Design with the end in mind. And perhaps the signature phrase, all models are wrong, some models are useful. On behalf of our class of 2010, our Distinguished Faculty Award recipient is Rick Adams. Rick is Vice President of the Granger Community Grant Program. He is responsible for coordinating the company's recommendations for charitable support to the Granger Foundation. Rick teaches classes in operations management and strategic management. Rick is an active member on the Lake Forest Board of Directors. He is on the Lake Forest Corporate Education Board Committee, where he readily contributes his street smarts and logistics expertise. He is an active coach to numerous leaders and managers from top executives to entry level. Rick earned the Teaching Excellence Award in 2009, the runner-up to Distinguished Faculty Award. Rick is an educator, mentor, and leader. No matter what the role, Rick does it with insight, humility, courage, and straight shooting style. Rick's history and passion for continuous improvement and adult education, focusing on current events, and challenging us to draw key takeaways from each class made our experience as enjoyable as it was enriching. Rick's history of caring and helping others are perhaps best described with the words of William Penn. I expect to pass through life but once. If therefore there be any kindness I can show or any good thing I can do to any fellow being, let me do it now and not defer or neglect it, as I shall not pass this way again. We thank Rick for his inspiration and lifelong lessons he has provided us. And no one else has ever made the business of selling shoes so interesting. Congratulations, Rick.
Okay. They told me I had 5 to 7 minutes to speak. My faculty peers said I should do it in 4. My students know it'll take me 30 minutes to say hello. So I've just used 30 seconds, so let's get started. Okay, there's 3 things I want to talk to you about today. I want to talk about recognition, continuous improvement, and gratitude. Okay, recognition. We're here to be recognized and appreciated today. You're being recognized and appreciated for earning your MBA, me for teaching. But it's not about us, okay? It's about the people that made it possible for us to be here. Jim Collins, some guy that wrote Good to Great, said that when times are bad, leaders look in the mirror. Somebody tell Carlos Sombrano, please. And that when times are good, you look out the window. So I want to look out the window for a minute here. When I look out the window, I see Dick Kaiser and Ray Britt. In 1992, Dick Kaiser was on the board of directors. He was CEO and chairman at Granger. Ray Britt, then president of the school, went to the board and asked if someone would volunteer some resource to work with the school on implementing total quality management. Dick Kaiser thought it'd be a good idea if I did that. When Dick thought things were a good idea, they usually were. So I worked with the school, and through that process, Ray got to see me do stand-up training and that sort of thing, and so he thought I might make a good faculty member. He asked me to be on the board, take Dick's place in 96, 97, and then in 2004, I taught my first class. When I look out the window, I see John Flood and Monty Edson, and they're here on the stage today. John Flood was my first faculty mentor in operations management, and Monty Edson was my faculty mentor in strategic management. I can tell you that all I've ever tried to do is build on what they gave me. Thanks, guys. And next, I want to thank my wife. As we know, to do any of this sort of stuff, you need a great support system. You just don't get here alone. And my wife has been my support system, and I would say, I would actually call her my secret weapon. Thank you. Last, I want to thank the students, my students. We had a vision for the class, and that was that we would learn from each other, which meant that we were all both students and teachers. And I'd like my students to stand up now. Stand up. Operations management, strategic management students, stand up. In the spirit of that vision, I share this award with you. That was third wave. They get it. Okay. Continuous improvement. Okay, so you think you're done, right? No way. Okay, Johnny Wooden from Martinsville, Indiana. You might have heard of him. He won 10 national championships at UCLA. And by the way, the next closest to him is some guy named Adolph Rupp down in Kentucky who had 4, and Krzyzewski at Duke who had 4. So Wooden kind of knew what he was talking about. Now, Wooden said that it's what you learn after you know it all that counts. So now that you think you know it all, it's time to start learning. So if you think it's over, it's not. Okay. Now, one of my other favorite quotes is Vince Lombardi. I thought Jack was going to steal all my quotes. But one of them I use is Lombardi, that coach from the north up there. He said that we will strive for perfection and settle for excellence. So today you get to bask in excellence. Tomorrow get back to striving for perfection. Last, gratitude. And is someone timing me? No. Gratitude. Okay. I'm grateful to be part of this celebration today. I'm grateful to be a member of the board of directors. I'm grateful to be a member of the faculty of this school. There's a French proverb that says, gratitude is the memory of the heart. I will remember this day in my heart forever. Thank you.